Before Audrey became the Audrey we remember, there was a girl named Sabrina, a trip to Paris, and one Givenchy gown waiting to change everything. Before the pearls, before breakfast at Tiffany's made sunglasses feel like lifestyle, there was Sabrina, a girl in Paris, a designer named Givenchy, a black and white gown, and Audrey Hepburn becoming Audrey Hepburn. And Barbie? Barbie kept the receipt. The moment Hollywood and couture looked at each other and said, "Oh, you too? Hello, my stylish explorers, and welcome back to Whisperwood, our enchanted forest where couture meets imagination and every doll tells a story." And today, old Hollywood slipped through the trees wearing Givenchy, and waiting beneath the spotlight, Audrey Hepburn. Oh my gosh, where do we even begin? Even looking for the right words is so difficult right now. Beautiful is too plain. Elegant is too busy fixing its gloves. Icon, is trying its best, but honestly, it is sweating under the pearls. Audrey was different. She could say more with one look than most scripts manage in a full page. The elegance was real. The beauty was obvious. But underneath it all, there was wit, warmth, a little mischief, the feeling that the icon might still sneak a pastry when no one was looking. So yes, Whisperwood is very lucky today. Audrey Hepburn has arrived in Barbie form, wearing one of cinema's most elegant memories. And to understand that memory, we follow the thread backwards. You got it right. That's what we do in Whisperwood. Not too far, just to Paris. In Sabrina, Audrey plays a girl who leaves home almost invisible and returns impossible to ignore.
It's Sabrina. Isn't it amazing? Would you have recognized her?
And honestly, isn't that the dream? That little chapter where you go away, learn something, lose a doubt, and come back standing differently, and let everyone wonder what happened. For Sabrina, that what happened was Paris. Paris has done what Paris does best, removed everything unnecessary, and left only the magic. Then, she appears in the black and white gown. And suddenly, the movie changes temperature. But here is the secret hiding in the shadows. Sabrina was a black and white film, so everything had to be staged to pop in grayscale. The lighting, the sets, the costumes, and Audrey's Givenchy gowns most of all. No color could do the flirting. The drama had to come from contrast. White against black, embroidery against light, silhouette against shadow. This gown was not just dressed for the party. It was designed for the camera. And somewhere in fashion heaven, a tiny chandelier probably fainted. The embroidery is dark and delicate. The bodice is clean. The gloves are long. But here is the real secret. This was not only Sabrina's transformation, it was the beginning of one of fashion's greatest partnerships. Audrey Hepburn and Hubert de Givenchy, a designer and a muse, a friendship, a fashion affair. If you like your history served with perfume and perfect tailoring, that was Audrey Givenchy magic. He gave her graceful lines. She gave his dresses a heartbeat. Together, they made elegance look effortless. That is what a muse does. She does not just wear the dress, she turns it into memory. And decades later, that memory finds a new shape. Tiny gloves, tiny gown, and Barbie standing there with the receipt. And now, this is not just a doll in a pretty dress. She's holding the whole story in miniature. Sabrina's transformation, Audrey's entrance, Givenchy's first spark. The moment Hollywood and couture looked at each other and said, "Oh, you too?" All folded into one black and white gown. And maybe that is the magic Whisperwood keeps finding. Clothes do not simply stay where history leaves them. They travel. Thank you for following that thread with me. Until next time, may your story always find the right dress.